And it had me wondering, like, okay, who qualifies as a center in this league? Because Giannis is essentially a center. So
They're playing center. He's playing center now with Brook Lopez out, but I guess I would consider him a four. I mean, these positions don't matter anymore anyway. But for our
yeah.
minds and our sanity, I would consider Giannis a four. Like I don't like LeBron's been playing center, but I'm not calling LeBron a freaking center. My
He's gonna
brain
be the
can't
best
do
at anything.
it.
Like, dang man, how many monuments are you gonna really build at this point now?
Let me put you on game.
But
Yeah.
yeah, let's get into our last basketball topic of the day. We've talked about centers, we've talked about different players in a league that are vying for MVP. Two players in particular have really put their stamp on their teams and on the league for the last few weeks, playing at an elite level. So I wanted to ask you which player you thought was better. So we have player A, who over the last 10 games is averaging 33 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block, 1 steal on 55% from the field, 34% from three, and 82% from the line. A lot of numbers, but I mean, still good stats.
Yeah.
Player 2 is averaging 27 points compared to player A averaging 33, 14 rebounds, 9 assists, a steal and a block on 60% from the field, 43% from three, and 85% from the line. So I can repeat any of those stats if you need it. But
no, I kept track of it. One is scoring more, and the other one is one is scoring more, but
one is assisting and rebounding more and has better percentages.
Yeah. I guess I would take the second guy because the numbers are a bit more balanced.
Yeah. So player A is Joel Embiid and player B is Nikola Jokic.
I had a feeling.
Well, yeah, because you already had Embiid stats for the last one, so I was like, dang, that's gonna ruin my segment. but yeah, I think there's an interesting argument for the two. If you just look at the raw stats, but I mean, again, Jokic, I think as far as centers in the league is in a class of his own at this point. I think we're a long way from 2010, obviously, where Dwight Howard, it was like Dwight Howard or nothing as far as centers in the league. I think we're in an area like I think it was Dwight 1 and like Roy Hibbert 2 back in the day, or like Dwight Howard, Joakim Noah, maybe like, it's like it was a real struggle. Brook Lopez, it was a real struggle back then. Andrew Bynum, maybe to find like good centers, but like there's a lot of really like Hall of Fame level guys in the league playing at that position, even if you want to talk about a guy like Karl Anthony Towns. But just looking at the guys who are the two best at the position right now, people would think it was close, but looking at the advanced stats, like I don't think it really is. Joel, as far as value over replacement player or VORP, Joel's at 3, Nikola Jokic is at 5.2. Box plus minus, Joel's at 9, Jokic is at 14. Defensive box plus minus, Joel Embiid 2, Jokic 4.7. Offensive box plus minus, Joel Embiid 7, Jokic 9.5. Win shares, Joel 6, Jokic 8, and it goes on and on and on. He's also got him in offensive and defensive win shares. Like it's pretty astounding, like how much better he's been. He's better in true shooting percentage. He's better in PER. Like it's not close in any like relevant advanced statistical category. And it's not Joel's fault. He's having an amazing season, but I think Jokic is just playing all-time level basketball. So it's tough, but it's fun. It's a fun debate either way, because those two dudes, Jokic just put up a huge night the other night, and then Joel Embiid had 50 points in 27 minutes. So it's an interesting debate between the two guys, but I don't think it's really close between the two. I think Jokic is far and away the best center in the NBA.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's hard for me to disagree. And it had me wondering, like, okay, who qualifies as a center in this league? Because Giannis, he is essentially a center. Even though they have him listed as a power forward, he protects the paint, and he's kind of a point center in a lot of ways.
I guess he's more of a four. So they're playing center. He's playing center now with Brook Lopez out, but I guess I would consider him a four. I mean, these positions don't matter anymore anyway. But for our minds and our sanity, I would consider Giannis a four. Like I don't like LeBron's been playing center, but I'm not calling LeBron a freaking center. My
He's gonna
brain
be the
can't
best
do
at anything.
it.
Like, dang man, how many monuments are you gonna really build at this point now?
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like the league is in a renaissance of big men. I'm kind of trying to avoid this the answer to this question, because you got Karl Anthony Towns, who's having a really good year as well. 60 plus true shooting percentage, shooting well from three, spacing the floor, getting rebounds, getting blocks, and it's almost like the mid '90s. And now you got all these guys: Embiid, Jokic, Towns, Gobert, who's a defensive anchor, who's getting some MVP buzz this year, alongside Ayton, who plays well in spots, and young guys like Mobley and Jared Allen. So I think it's really good to see a lot of these big men who have made adjustments, who are really, and it shows that if you can get a really skilled big man, you can do things on the court that a lot of other teams can't do. And so, yeah, it's really exciting basketball. I think, gun to my head, I have to say Jokic, even though Embiid is playing really, really good basketball this month. For Embiid, you always just hold your breath in terms of his injuries and his ability to sustain such a high level of play. But yeah, I think Jokic is like a one man wrecking.
Yeah, it's statistically really impressive, and then of course he's improved a lot on the defensive end as well. So he's shored up that end, which has really made him a complete player between his passing and his ability to score, whether it's from the post, mid range, or from three. So yeah, he's on one. I don't know. It's hard to really touch him right now.